National waters 3.5 miles offshore.
That's what I wanted to tell you before. You're listening to...
The headphones on?
Yo, what up? My name is Timo. You are on the Fantastic Voyage, the name of my pirate ship. I'm just cruising around, going to all the lands and the seas. Yesterday I was in Costa Rica. I was out there with those rainforest birds, and we were playing some cool music yesterday. I got into cocktails always. It's been a minute, probably about like a month out since I've DJ'd, just to DJ for y'all. But now we are going to do the usual, of course, on Pirate Radio. I got my special guest. My special guest is Mohammad, of one of the shows you will see later this week called The Book Club. The top 10 is just top 10 songs of whatever they feel like. Usually it's very deep. It has some sentimental value. So we'll see how he set his up. Most of my guests, I've already had Dr. T. Shout out Dr. T. Danny, Danilio, Left Side. Shout out him. I don't really want to shout out this other guy because he'd be going to Plateau Fitness, and I don't know how I really truly feel about Plateau Fitness at the moment. But 50, shout out 50 one time. And, of course, James Levine, as always. So now, as always, on Pirate Radio, I go through a playlist. And my host, my guest, I should say, my guest gives me a playlist that I review. And in this situation, Mohammad gave me his playlist of the replay of 2022 of his Apple playlist. So this is just probably the songs that he's been listening to throughout the year. I see some oldies and I see some new ones. I could definitely tell this is a Mo type of year for sure. We definitely have a lot of obscure songs, and you never know what you're gonna get. So I'm actually still going through it a bit, but you know what, I'm gonna just go random, and the first song that pops up is the first song we are gonna play, and bam, this is it. This is the random song, and here we go.
Hey, everything be like off the top these days. Like these days, I don't even know what a pad is these days. Yeah. Fuck that hoe, cause she a nat. You ain't the one for me, baby. You ain't got shit I need, bitch. You want me to take my time with you, or maybe I'm not your speed, bitch. Maybe I'm not your lead, bitch. You ain't got no cheese, bitch. Maybe I'm just too G for you, maybe I'm just too screed, bitch. I can even roll in peace, why? Everybody notice me, yeah. I can even go to sleep, why? I'm rolling on the beam, yeah. They tried to give me 8, got on my knee like Jesus, please. He don't even believe in Jesus. Why you got a Jesus, please? If you wanna leave, just leave. But you ain't gotta lie to me. Even the blind can see, but she ain't gon' ride for me. You ain't even showing me the love you say you got for me. There ain't no loyalty, you lie to me. You say that you gon' ride for me. Baby, that's blasphemy, yeah. Baby, you're bad for me, yeah. Say you gon' clap for me, yeah. Say you gon' blast for me, yeah. Why you ain't show me none of the love you say you have for me, yeah. We're going through tragedy, bitch, I needed you drastically, yeah. I'ma just switch my flow up, yeah. Maybe I'm sick, no throw up, yeah. Maybe I'm sick, no check up, yeah. Boy, you need to run your checkup, yeah. I'm eating on you niggas, no catch up, yeah. I'm eating on you niggas, can't catch up, ayy. Hit her face down with an ass up, ayy. Even when I'm fucking, I'm messed up, ayy. You ain't the one for me, baby. You ain't got shit I need, bitch. You want me to take my time with you, or maybe I'm not your speed, bitch. Maybe I'm not your lead, bitch. You ain't got no cheese, bitch. Maybe I'm just too G for you, maybe I'm just too screed, bitch. I can even roll in peace, why? Everybody notice me, yeah. I can even go to sleep, why? I'm rolling on the beam, yeah. They tried to give me 8, got on my knee like Jesus, please. He don't even believe in Jesus. Why you got a Jesus? And I snatch.
No ceilings. Okay, I got this calm on this Bugatti. I'm strong in this Bugatti. 2 V8s ain't no such thing as driving calm in this Bugatti. Bitch, I'm bad, I'm worse, I pass. The perp don't fuck with me, cause right now I'm higher than Cap. Then Kirk, I swear I be the sickest nigga you can ask. The nurse, and if you throw it in a bag, I bet I snatch her purse. Okay, I spaz, I curse, you last. I'm first, I'm on your ass, like dirt behind that cash. Get murk, I'm talking big shit, nigga. Join my hit list, nigga. What's the matter? Check your bladder, I'm the shit. Piss, nigga. Shoot the witness, nigga. Hold court in the streets and convict this nigga. Old dickless, nigga. Man, I'm running with the blocker. Young money, motherfucker. You think we gon' do a thing where ain't it sunny in the summer? And we coming for the comers and whoever among us. And you know I'ma bust my ass until my crew very humongous. I say T.I. hold your head, and Mac hold your head. Wish I could, but I can't say some other names cause of the feds until my blood's cold red. Man, you know how we play it, and if it costs to be the boss, oh well, I guess I gotta pay. I'm a New Orleans nigga, I don't take no shit. Take the brain off the whip, now it don't make no sense. Stunt hard on these bitches, I ain't promised tomorrow. Now women kicking it with me like no more Garcia Parra. Few roll them killer plants, the little shop of horror. And we roll them bitches thick, make them look like Takara. Man, I'm too much for these niggas and 3 much for these hoes. The world is in my hands and I keep my hands closed. I love my baby mamas, they get my highest honor. Gotta take care of them kids, man, I know you heard Obama. And I live on the island, Atlantic in my backyard. I just tell my pilot to land it in my backyard. Quarterback shotgun, you don't get any sack yards. Bitch, I ball hard, breaking all the backboards. Pretty boy flawed, step up, I will crack yours. And even at the White House, we pull up at the back doors. Walk around like I'm 30 feet tall. Tiger Woods, all these hoes trying to birdie these balls in a Porsche 911 like emergency calls. Man, I just be chillin', I'm cool like Lou Rawls. Young money in the building, I'm putting up new walls. Nigga, take your Mrs. Officer and set some new laws. My flow is like rubbing 2 logs. Young moolah, we the new shit, new drugs.
I got the moves, I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta move. She made that back move. Damn. She made the titties move. Damn. I made the city move. Like whoa. I made the city move. I got the moves. I'm making moves. I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta. She made that back move. Damn. She made the titties move. Goddamn. I made the city move. I do. I made the city move. I do.
Look, give me the ball and I won't have to pass it. I ain't passing out till I'm asthmatic. I take a play and then I back to back and hit after hit, check the batting average. I take the work, flip it acrobatic, got a little time and a lot of talent. Do a little talking and a lot of action. Seen the competition, not a challenge. I lean, I move, I walk through in this bitch. Packed out, but I can count on my hands, so I'ma talk to in this bitch. Girls from law school in this bitch. Yeah, they paralegals, barely 21, that's very legal. But they doing shit that's probably barely legal. Oh man, it's that nigga that you probably least suspected. I just had a couple dots that need connected. Now your top 5 getting redirected. From here on out, it'll be consecutive. We making moves like Tarantino, like J.J. Abrams. Moving like Channing Tatum, moving like Jason Statham. Motherfuck the whole industry. Half of these niggas my mini-me's. I got this bitch going off more than breaking and entering. You hot for a minute, me. I make this shit that lasts for infinity. Hop in the booth, man, that shit like a gym to me. Don't test the agility. Silly thinking that the negativity you talking could ever fuck up the tranquility. Look, okay, I'm on Rodeo for the day. If you owe me, then you better pay your layaway away. Stay away, or your ass might get K.O.K. today. Man, that pew pew hit your ass from like way a ways away.
I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta move. She made that back move. Damn. She made the titties move. Damn. I made the city move. Like whoa. I made the city move.
For my theme song, my leather black jeans on, my by any means on, part and I'm getting my scream on, into the kingdom, but watch it you bring home, you see a black Batman with a white woman at the top floor, they gon' come to kill King Kong. Middle America packed in, came to see me in my black skin. Number one question they asking, fuck every question you asking. If I don't get ran at by Catholics, it comes to conservative Baptists, claiming I'm overreacting like the black kids in Chirac, bitch. 4 in the morning, and I'm zoning, they say I'm possessed. It's the omen, I keep it 300, like the Romans, 300 bitches. We're the Trojans, baby, we living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it. So follow me up, cause this shit about to go. I'm doing 500, I'm out of control. But there's nowhere to go, and there's no way to slow. If I knew what I knew in the past, I would've been blacked out on your ass. 4 in the morning, and I'm zoning, they say I'm possessed. It's an omen, I keep it 300, like the Romans, 300 bitches. We're the Trojans, baby, we living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it, and you know it. Stop all that coon shit, early morning cartoon shit. This is that goon shit, fuck up your whole afternoon shit. I'm aware I'm a wolf, soon as the moon hit. I'm aware I'm a king. Back out the tomb, bitch. Back out the room, bitch. Stop all that coon shit. These niggas ain't doing shit. Them niggas ain't doing shit. Come on, homie, what happened? You niggas ain't breathing, you gasping. These niggas ain't ready for action. Ready for action. When I'm rolling and I'm zoning, I think I'm possessed. It's an omen, I keep it 300, like the Romans, 300 bitches. We're the Trojans, baby, we living in the moment. I've been a menace for the longest, but I ain't finished. I'm devoted, and you know it.
Turn up and go a little crazy and fuck up the place. You wanna run up the mini bar? Did I just see you go look in my safe? But you out of pocket, you out of place. You out of pocket, you out of place. You out of pocket, you out of place. Bitch, you out of pocket, you out of place. I gotta roll up, just smoke a quarter like 2 out of 8. Y'all niggas dead as a $2 steak. Hunt for the family, got food on the plate with a side of a whole lot of hate. Never mind, I got somewhere to be and I give you my word. Triple my worth, see who I see, flipping my bird. Keep the shit pushing like fiends on the pack. Don't get it started, that's queens in the back. Don't get too startled, don't know how we gon' react. Thank you, is your baby daddy with you still? We don't speak no common language, but I get you still. Thank you, is your baby daddy with you still? We don't speak no common language, but I get you still. You wanna turn up and go a little crazy and fuck up the place. You wanna run up the mini bar? Did I just see you go look in my safe? But you out of pocket, you out of place. You out of pocket, you out of place. You out of pocket, you out of place. You out of pocket. Give me 2 birds. I need 2 birds. Give me 2 birds. I need 2. Yeah. You out of
ticket, comma, still in my liver, real niggas in my condom, Feel hit me back, feel this one with a powder pack, pill bring me back, feel this one out in California.
The blow is good, the hoe is good, the show is good, you know it's scrub. Cool as me out front, then can cool stoking folk, you know it's love. Clean as Taivino, no head and shoulders, ho, you know it's scrub. Shout out to my kinfolk, just got on that Coca-Cola scrub. Watch my pole fall in my go-kart, this my getaway as fuck. In my hood, we call it buck. Fuck about what you think of me. All my hoes be nines and dimes. All she want is chicken grease. All you know is what your mammy taught you about the surface. Get your
meal ticket, comma, still in my liver, real niggas in my condom, Feel hit me back, feel this one with a powder pack, pill bring me back, feel this one out in California. Meal ticket, comma, still in my liver, real niggas in my condom, Feel hit me back, feel this one with a powder pack, pill bring me back, feel this one out in California.
star, I just ain't from round here. Shit. My pilot told me I'll go far if I stay from round here. You are my prisoner. Shit. Hell, I'm so good at missing calls, bitch, I'm perfect this year. Shit. And I suggest you trace your scars if you get lost, my dear. Shit. Nigga, I can't tell if I'm dreaming. Lord forgive me if I think I'm in charge, but the snakes in the grass is starting to get smart, and the snake in my pants is starting to get hard, and I'm fucking everything with 2 legs and a heart and some asses and titties and an ATM card. Fetish for my flaws and a lust for my scars, and this broke nigga dick guarantee I won't starve. Well, I suppose that you suppose using hoes is getting old and you opposed, and maybe I should growing up and iron clothes and find some hope, find some work and writing cursive in a curve. This is my birth. They wrap me up so I ain't fuck the nurse. Too numb to react when you struck a nerve. Throw a hip to bitch in a circle jerk with me, myself, and my demon semen. K19 got me feel like fiending. Hold up, rewind, make a beeline, feel like a bald eagle chief, and I ain't even breathing. I'm a motherfucking ghost, you can tell, cause I float and I lose my head without even bleeding. Fuck with the motherfucker thought that they knew about us. We got the juice and we keep on squeezing like drip, 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 drip. Hold up me cup, me take a sip. Hold up me pinky, me think me rich. Me being foolish, me no pay rent. Me look at roomies, all of them pissed. Eviction notice, take to the fridge. Thank the most high, me no got kids. They would be cannibals eating your kids. I told her, girl, I ain't no star, I just ain't from round here. Sir Tinto. Shit. My pilot told me I'll go far if I stay from round here. Shit. When you see me in that Bentley, don't start to acting friendly.
What the fuck is we doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Gang, back in the stool. Gang, back in the stool. Young nigga win. How can I lose? How can I lose? How can I lose? I ain't with the gang. 50 gon' shoot. Me and Trav in the coast. Paparazzi, we switch your roof. Yeah. See your bitch getting loose. I'm in LA with the views. I'm in LA with your boo.
We on the quest with the tribe. It's way too late, pick a side. Jack make them boys come alive. Better not fuck up the vibe. Running this shit with a stride.
And you know my gang, the flies.
I went to gang. Boys hopping out of coops. I'm switching lanes, trying to maintain. Ducking boys in the blue. I see you holding out of my change. I'm needing all of the loot. When I'm riding off on my side, best believe I got the scoop. I can make 100 right now. Give it all to the troops. Whole squad got the juice. Send a stand like a flute. Whole squad going on. Jack Woods on the news.
In the H, rubbing screw. Flaming Harlem with the goose. We was wildin', giving scoop. Now we can go make the. Now we can go make the millions. Turning down my crew. Had the shock on my shoe. And these kids.
I came from the mud, straight to the top. Shooters outside double park. I'm from New York, she like how I talk. She need a ass, it's bought. Came to my chambers, we went wild. Showed the bitch crazy, gave him more miles. Sour young jock, nose going down. Smoking that jack, get about a pound. Don't need the pussy, I'm in and I'm out. But I'm still smoking that loud. Hit my hoes and I'm in town. They know who got the scouts.
I went to gang. Boys hopping out of coops. I'm switching lanes, trying to maintain. Ducking boys in the blue. I see you holding out of my change. I'm needing all of the loot. When I'm riding off on my side, best believe I got the scoop. I can make 100 right now. Give it all to the truth. Whole squad got the juice. Send a stand like a flute.
Yeah, you supermodel thing. Tell that ass bustin' out the bottom. I'ma lose my mind in it. Crazy that medulla oblongata. Get the rubbing on my lap, get the chini at the bottom.
Fuck it up. Pussy good, gon' back it up. Pipe up, I'ma pipe up. Make it mine, I done fell in love.
Juicy thing, make that pussy sing. One more time, baby, do it big. Make it cry, come boo-hoo this shit. Yeah, you supermodel thing. Tell that ass bustin' out the bottom. I'ma lose my mind in it. Crazy that
medulla oblongata. Get the rubbing on my lap, get the chini out the
If I pull up with a Kerry Washington, that's gonna be an enormous scandal. I could have Naomi Campbell, and still might want me a Stormy Daniels. Sometimes you gotta bag the boss up. I call that taking Corey Gambles. Find yourself up in the food court, you might have to enjoy your sample. All these stats on Chris and Mingle, almost what got Tristan single. If you don't ball like him or Kobe, guaranteed that bitch gonna leave you. Hey, time is extremely valuable, and I prefer to waste it on girls is basic. That's just some yay shit. Right now, let's do what we want. Let's have a threesome, you and a blunt. I love your titties, cause they prove I could focus on two things at once.
Then that ass busting out the bottom. I'ma lose my mind in it. Crazy that medulla oblongata. Get the rubbing on my lap, get the chini out the bottom. Get the chini out the chini.
Yeah. Actually, it was actually pretty funny that probably the one song that it randomly started with was like the most anti-Mo song that I would think that Mo would have. And then it got funny because then when I was trying to like transition out and I was like trying to find any other song that was kind of like, what was it again? It was, it was Roll in Peace. Yeah, Roll in Peace. And I looked for any other song that could kind of match that, and there was like nothing else. I went, I can't remember what I did, but yeah, that was pretty funny. But then I kind of got to the spot. I was like, this is Mo here. This is where Mo is. You know, Mo got the verses going. You're getting, some good vibes going as well too. So that was pretty cool. But I could definitely tell later on into the playlist that I guess Mo just likes that one song by Kodak Black. But let's see. Speaking of, now that I have a question for this playlist, let's go down below deck real quick and introduce my man Mo.
Hello everyone, I'm Mohammad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys could all join us.
Thanks for coming onto the show, my dude.
I'm glad to be here.
For
Thank
sure.
you for having me.
Yeah. So like
Excited.
I said, I was like, so is that the only Kodak song that you like, or is there other Kodak songs?
Yeah, I like Kodak Black a lot, and
bring it closer.
Sure, yeah. Is this better?
Is that good? Cool. Should be good. All right.
Yeah, we're good. Cool. Yeah, no, that's my favorite of his, but there are numerous ones. No Flockin'.
Okay.
Don't Wanna Breathe. A lot of stuff off Project Baby 2.
Okay.
I like Skirt a lot as well. Skrilla, a lot of his older stuff. It's just a shame with the choices that he's made.
Yeah, for sure.
It's unfortunate. He's very talented when it comes to music, but not so much in life decisions.
Yeah, no.
As Sarah was mentioning in the chat.
So I was thinking, sometimes I always forget to ask my guests, like, if there's one thing we should start off is like, what do you think one of your first memories that you remember of us and music related? If there was something that came to your mind now, like if there was something that you'd be like, oh yeah, this is how I know Timo on a musical level.
Yeah, I mean, we've spent countless nights playing music in your old, was it a Chevy Trailblazer?
Yeah, my Blazer. Shout out my red Blazer.
Shout out to that maroon Chevy Trailblazer.
That was my trap car back in the day.
We went through numerous songs, and during that time period, it was CDs or you're downloading stuff off of like LimeWire and
for sure
WinMX and such. As far as artists that I remember you and I really bonded over, I would say Cudi.
I was about to say, I was thinking about as you're kind of going with that story, I was like, damn, really? I can't even think. But it would be Cudi though, because I literally went. I think we went to. I can't remember where we went, but we got it, and we literally went from front to back, and it was good. It was a good one too.
Listening to it, just being exposed to a whole different style of rap. Like there weren't a lot of artists like Cudi back then.
Yeah. So okay, cool. Yeah. That's a cool little moment.
I was actually going to plug that real quick, too, because that's one of the two choices for the book club tomorrow.
Oh,
A Kid Named Cudi and No Ceilings.
Well, you already know which one I picked.
You did play a track off No Ceilings earlier.
Swag Surfing. Ooh, I know. I was actually, he was going off on that one. I was like, damn.
So a little teaser to either decision for tomorrow's book club.
For sure, yeah. So, your top 10.
Yes.
So to you, when you were making it, what was your your ideas behind it? What did you want to kind of get through to the people?
Right. Songs that I've just consistently listened to throughout life. Once I've once I was exposed to it and it really grew on me. Things that I could see myself going back to a decade, 2 decades from now. Things that I have gone back to frequently throughout time. Some of these tracks are standard bearers for their respective genres for me. Some of them just, give a type of feeling that no other music does, and it's very unique in sound. Because I think what you'll find is just a lot of varieties, and some of it may come off as abrasive. It could come off as an abrasive sound, very harsh, etc. So just the uniqueness, I guess, to it.
I think it's cool
standards
too.
and like tapping into something that I didn't know I had within me.
Never
thought I would like.
Go ahead.
That's pretty much it. It's just a variety of things, man. But more so, just standing against the test of time. I think is the big key here.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, so the first one, you're gonna have to pronounce it for me.
Oh, sure. So yeah, let's begin with Mehbooba. So.
Quick little one, because this is probably some song that we've
so this
all
is off a So this
maybe
is
not
off of a soundtrack off of an Indian movie. So Indian movies during the film, they'll actually have songs playing, and it will be, the actors will be just lip syncing. They'll have playback singers.
Oh, okay.
But the actors will just lip sync, and just as Hollywood kind
super
of
musical type of
does it.
they
will literally start dancing. Just
sick.
in the middle of the scene.
Sick.
But I think this is just a fire song, and it was big in every party in Indian household, like back in the 70s when it first came out.
Okay.
And it continues to be so. I think, let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get in it. Let me double check that the BPMs are correct. Boom, boom. Get that good. Awesome. All right, here we go.
गुलशन में गुल खिलते हैं जब सहरा में मिलते हैं गुलशन में गुल खिलते हैं जब सहरा में मिलते हैं मैं और तू महबूबा 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 गुलशन में गुल खिलते हैं जब सहरा में मिलते हैं गुलशन में गुल खिलते हैं जब सहरा में मिलते हैं मैं और तू
All right. So, to me, just like all the way up to just kind of how it's going, I kind of want to just kind of just give my idea of what the song is. But it felt like a super jolly song.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
I felt jolly. That was the best way to describe it. Like even how it built up and everything like that. Like, for sure a jolly song. So what does the song mean, and like what's the
sure? So I don't speak Hindi, unfortunately, but some of the language is similar to Farsi.
Okay.
But from my understanding, I think Mehbooba.
And what's your nationality, sir?
Oh yes, I'm Afghan. My mom and dad are both from Kabul, so I'm full-blooded Afghan. But in Afghanistan, one of the many imports, at least with cinema, was other than American movies, you had a lot of Indian movies being imported there.
Okay.
As well as, ironically, French and Dutch films too, for whatever reason. So it'd be like American, Indian, and some European countries.
Okay.
And Indian films were big back then, so this is things I would hear back just playing in my parents' household as well, things like that. But yeah, I think it's just I don't know what the lyrics are, unfortunately, but it's more so just about
super jolly song.
Exactly. Mehbooba itself means my love.
Oh, okay.
So, and
I was actually about to ask too. Was it a love song? Because they kind of had like, especially when anybody like has those long draws about like just at the end of holds those long notes. I always feel like it's like they're pouring out their heart or something. You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely correct.
Okay, all right, cool.
It ultimately is, and even if you watch the video, it's a dude serenading.
It's a jolly like love song for sure. Cool. And then so to you, what comes to mind other than just
Sure. What comes to mind is just my just honestly childhood in Germany, listening to this as far back as I could remember, hearing it in various households, watching the video play just at my grandparents' home and such. And it's something that as I mentioned, it's something I play back often. It's something my daughter knows now. And
oh, really? That's pretty cool. Yeah,
no,
so this is the passed on traditional
song.
Right?
Most of these tracks I'll play her. I mean, it's crazy
it's
when
cool,
we
though.
get to some of the other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
We'll get more into it, but yeah.
But that's cool, though. I mean, you're supposed to. You show them what you like. That doesn't mean they have to like it or anything, but, in the sense of like, hey, but this is what I like. This is what I thought is really, really cool.
You're right. Absolutely.
That's cool. Yeah. So have you seen the whole movie?
Yes, I have. It's a cat and robber type film.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Sorry, I said cat and mouse. Cop and robber type.
Oh, okay.
Cops and robbers type deal. Yeah, thieves
awesome.
and policemen.
And then, so you said you lived in Germany. Like, what was your kind of experience in living in Germany?
Sure. So, I was 1 year old when we. I guess I was born in India. Never been to Afghanistan. Since
interesting, I never knew that about you.
Yeah. My mom was pregnant with me when they escaped from the civil war in Afghanistan. After the Russian invasion. So we were in New Delhi, or they were in New Delhi when I was born. We were there a year, and then we illegally went to Germany and lived in Germany illegally until we were 8. And then when I was 8, I got sponsored by my grandma, my maternal grandma.
Oh, okay.
Straight to San Jose. So been in San Jose since 8 years old.
8 years old. So speaking of 8 years old, you're kind of you. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't want to cite. But growing up in Germany, man, I would imagine it's the same anywhere else, especially because it's a Western country. Yeah. I don't think it differed much from what it would there. Except the emphasis on soccer, of course.
For sure is.
Yeah,
we know,
soccer,
as I know, you love soccer. But yeah, I was about to also say, so what was maybe some of those big culture shocks? So coming over at 8, you're still learning the world and everything that's going on. But what was it that you came over here and was just super different that maybe that you can remember one of the first memories?
Hey, you know what? The one thing that was super different, and it's also what I really, really love about, just specifically Bay Area, is the diversity. In Germany, it's just primarily Caucasians, and then you would have a lot of Turks as well, and some other like Middle Easterns, Afghans from that area.
Yeah.
And but I had never met a Latina person prior. I hadn't really met any Asians prior to coming here, or just having that variety. It was it was pretty unilateral for the most part. So that diversity was one of the biggest things I noticed. And,
it made you feel more comfortable for sure, right?
Yeah, especially because there was a fair share of racism in Germany, even to that day.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, of course. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's some crazy stuff that I had experienced even as like a 5-8-year-old.
Just from being in that way. Is there anything that you would want to share? Or?
Sure, I'll share what. So we were at a bookstore, my mom and I, and I wanted to purchase a children's book. It was some sort of, I forgot what character it was at that time, but it was just a book. So my mom decides to get it for me, and we walk up to the counter, and in the most possible nicest manner ever, as sweet as can be, the worker working there tells us that they don't sell books to foreigners.
Oh, okay.
Like,
all right, well,
they're not even like, I'm sorry, but we don't sell books to foreigners.
Can't do it.
And it's like, what the fuck?
And that was your first experience, like, whoa, this is.
Yeah, amongst other things, it's there's a big difference between Germans and non-Germans out there. I think it may have changed then. I'm just speaking about
from your experience.
But hopefully it's better there now.
All right, cool. Yeah. So we're gonna get into the next song, Ma Baker.
Oh yeah.
And who is this by? It doesn't give me the artist.
It's a group called Bonnie M, and they're kind of like a funk group.
Okay.
And they have a few other great songs like Rasputin and Rivers of Babylon and such.
Oh, okay.
But this one right here is a banger, and it's another one of those tracks similar to Mehbooba that I grew up to listening, especially because it was a big hit in Germany as well.
Oh, this one was?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Freeze! I'm Ma Baker. Put your hands in the air. Give me all your money.
This is the story of Ma Baker, the meanest cat from old Chicago town.
All right, my Baker, y'all ready to jam out here.
Yeah,
So we got
man.
2 tracks back to back. I'm feeling jolly. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling ready to go on these 2 first tracks. So, what's the backstory behind this one?
Sure, yeah. My parents actually owned the record to this, and I remember the cover as well. It's super provocative. If you guys want to Google it, just Google Bonnie M. I think it's like Ma Baker vinyl. Or just Google Bonnie M vinyl. But it was like one of those fun covers where the trio is a dude and 2 chicks, but the dude is just shirtless, and the chicks are in like provocative little lingerie-esque outfits. But yeah, this is something that we would play in our household frequently, as similar to Mehbooba. It's something I play for Sophie frequently. I love it.
That's cool. This is good. I like this one.
Yeah,
I love funk. If there's one thing, I love that
absolutely.
funk.
It's the backbone for a lot of modern music too.
Yeah,
you know?
dude.
It's always good. It's uplifting, and I just love the lyrics too about just this badass woman who has who left her husband because he was a little bitch, grabbed her 4 sons, said, "Let's rob these banks." You know?
Okay, that's the
so
cool
it's just a all-around great track and a classic in my opinion.
So yeah, so still starting off at your young childhood, is that happy moments, good stuff. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
All right, next one we got is Key to the Gate.
Oh, this is when things get wild.
Yes, wild for sure.
Wild indeed, but so wild yet beautiful.
Make sure we got this right. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is definitely the one.
So the thing with this is, if I could give a quick background, just because
yeah, go ahead.
It'll be tough. So with Norwegian black metal, one of the many aspects of it is it. Usually, oftentimes, it begins with something again abrasive, that sounds almost like shit, wild and harsh. It has a lot of that beehive, fuzzy sounds in the back. It's very lo-fi. You just have the double kicks in the background the whole time, everything like that. But all of a sudden, somewhere in the middle, it just becomes like the most beautiful piece of art ever. And it shows its influence on classical music. This is a one-man band. His name is Varg Vikernes for Burzum. And it's just a single dude doing it. But there are ups and downs to this. This is a wave, man. It's a
is this the
wave.
14? Oh, okay.
Nah, the 14-minute one, I think
later.
I have to
All right, but yeah,
later.
here we go. Key to the Gate. Hope you're fucking ready.
Shit.
I will say real quickly that if this one guy doing it, it's amazing.
It really is, yeah.
Does it have a drive? Does
Yeah,
it go into a drive?
there's so many different beats, like
as it goes
feelings throughout. Yeah,
because even on my sound waves, like I'm looking at my sound waves right now on the computer, and it just has a whole bunch of different crazy sound waves as it continues all the way through the song.
There's so many different sounds. The last 30 seconds of it will be a completely different sound by the time we get to it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
When did you find these guys?
Yeah,
like
sure. With Norwegian black metal, so I was just randomly online. This is like the early 2010s, and I was reading weirdest requests made while on tour. Right? We had different ones where I forgot who wanted like, I forgot, was it the Beatles that wanted like certain color Skittles or M&Ms picked out?
Oh, really?
From the tour, yeah.
There's a couple DJs that
so
do the
like
same thing.
some bougie shit like this, and one of the wildest requests was from another Norwegian black metal band called Gorgoroth, and they wanted like live sheep or to sacrifice on stage.
Yeah,
so
really
I was like, what the hell is this Norwegian black metal? Why is this wild?
Yeah.
So I started reading more and more into it, and that's how I got into Burzum. That's the name of the band, but it's a one-man person. It's Varg Vikernes. And there's
crazy.
just so much history to that as well that in itself could be just like an entire episode. But
it's nuts.
Yeah, it's an attained sound. Yeah.
Could you see yourself going to a show?
Would
you be able to go out there and like
Oakland actually has a decent black metal scene?
Really?
Yes.
Still to this day.
Funny enough, in the 2010s, because the only
gotcha.
black metal I listen to is literally early 90s Norwegian. Anything beyond that, I don't. So these artists are from like the 2010s that are probably active to this day, and it's a bit more all-inclusive, whereas truthfully, a lot of these bands do have a racist history. I mean, even when you look back into Varg Vikernes, there's a lot of racist history there. I mean, it's again worth a discussion and listen. But,
for sure. Because I mean, for most people that even know you super love hip hop, and of course, all these different type of genres of music. But I'm pretty sure even you surprised some people today with this one for sure.
It's one of my favorite genres. There's just so many different artists, and again, I think justice is really done for these tracks. Just from beginning to end.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, dude. And then one guy, man. One guy. Talented.
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Getting into track 4. All right, and then quick little story on this one? Or you'd rather just
what do we got, number 4?
Number 4, Isaiah Rashad.
Oh, yeah, For the Squad. It's just a beautiful track. He's an amazing artist. One of my favorites. He put out 2 amazing albums, Sylvia Demo and The Sun's Tirade. And this is just...
I was about to say, did you put this... So when you put the order, did you kind of go really, really hard? And you're like, okay, let me just kind of soften the blow after?
I did try to balance out the sounds between a variety of genres. Like, I didn't want all the black metal tracks one after the other.
Okay, cool. So you just set it up. Cool.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering if it just kind of happened that way, but yeah.
No, I just chilled it.
But funny enough, from a DJ's standpoint, the first song that you have is at 144 BPMs, which kind of seems like normal, right? Like really, really high. The next one actually is 144 BPMs as well too, but it has a softer feel and groove to it.
Let me ask you this: at a club, what level BPM do you usually want to play?
Mostly because most music, if I play at a club, because I'm more of a house head myself, is going to be between that 120 to 128. But recently, what I've been doing is actually taking those on my own personal DJ shows. I was like, I'm taking that 128 BPM as this regular super house beat, and I'm actually dropping it to 120. So right now, I'm like in this 120 move. It's like kind of turnt, but not too turnt, but it's like right there in the middle where you could kind of just like you kind of groove to it. Kind of like funk, a little bit like it's right there in the middle. You want to groove to it and stuff like that. You don't want to get too crazy with it, but yeah, a nice little vibe. But that's pretty much kind of where I'm sitting at. 120. 120 is my answer.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's get into Isaiah Rashad.
Roll up. You roll up for the boys? For the squad? No, that's our job right now.
At one time, thanks for watching the show, my dude. Yo, shout out Chris one time. Yo, thanks for watching the show.
Found a message in my brother, your son is coming up. By the bill, by ill, by boo. What you already saying? You ain't nothing but a baby. Your fear is growing up. Listen here, I say my dude, and what you call it? It was heaven at the bottom, and peace from throwing up. By the bill, by ill, by boo. What you already saying? You ain't nothing but a baby. Your fear is growing up. I think I do this shit for real, dawg. Hey. I ain't no motherfucking maybe, I'm for motherfucking real, dawg. Hey, mama, I got some dollars for your bills, dawg. Hey, now I'm the head and I'm the topic, all that matters, I'm Jaleel, dawg. Hey, yeah, you know I think the sunshine should feel how I feel like, yeah, I think at nighttime. She call my phone, hit my line, I'm here for you in Eastside. Shame on us, rain come on now. I figured the move, I figured when I pay my bills, I'm good. I'm coming over, found a message in my
Yeah, like I said, like, it's kind of like when I found that Kodak Black song. It's kind of like your Norwegian black metal genre. Is just like those are two different ones, but this is the song where I was like, yeah, this is Mo. Yeah. This is the Mo I know. Yeah. But yeah, so tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, I know it's gonna sound corny as hell, but whatever. I think this music helped me get through a lot of hard times, difficult times, and it was a great outlet, and it felt like a real situation of misery loves misery. Mm-hmm. Misery loves company, however the fuck you want to put it. But both albums, as I mentioned before, they're very somber yet energetic tracks. As slow and as
there's like a gallop to it.
Right, absolutely. It's not. Yeah, thank you. And it's every time I touch back on this track, it just gives me just a refresher of what I've been through and how far I've come. And I love it. Lyrically, it's beautiful. It deals with just his struggles again, the ability to finally be able to assist his loved ones. Just a variety of things.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's if there's one thing that everybody has on their top 10 is that song that reminds them, like, yo, it might be tough now, but I've been through kind of like a worse situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm unfortunate as that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all dealing with stuff. Daily life kind of changes here and there, and
ultimately, in retrospect, as fortunate as that even is, just because. Yeah, it just shows you that you've overcome it.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have easily not.
Yeah, especially too, even when you get knocked down, you have to use every little piece that you've kind of picked up along the way to be like, nah, let's get back on the horse. The gallop. It's the gallop song. Like, get back. The gallop. The gallop. You got to get back on the gallop, because no matter what, the horse is going to go. You know what I'm saying? Or life's going to go necessarily, and you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to can't just lay in bed all day. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go at least trying to make some money and something. But yeah, no, for sure. You know, sometimes I always keep my top 10 pretty hidden. I was about to release a song and play one back, but you know what? I'm gonna save that for one of these special moments. I want to do a top 10 party. So what we're gonna end up doing is have everybody who came on, and we're gonna do a top 10 party. I'm gonna mix out everybody's top 10s and everything like that, and then I'll release my top 10 so everybody can know what my top 10 is.
Ooh, at the end of the party?
At the end of the party.
Reveal party,
yeah,
like a gender reveal party.
Yeah, exactly.
TMOH
top 10. Yep, that's what I want to do. I was about to do it. I had a song I want to play, but I was like, nah, let's
okay.
Come on, I'm gonna savor it.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking for TMOH's top 10.
Yeah, TMOH's top 10. All right, cool. So we're gonna get to the next song. It's called Lex.
Oh yeah.
Let's bang it out.
Oh, this shit is so dope too.
Definitely a instrumental type of person, of course, and this one goes hard. So
glad you like it. Yeah,
yeah.
Awesome.
So what is it about this one that made your top 10?
Sure. So it's off Rat-a-Tat's second album, called Classics. It's, I think it's the first or second track off of it, and it's just I listened to a good amount of electronic music. I mean, just as like the next person, I listen to Daft Punk.
Yeah, of course.
Some other duos and groups like that. But as far as Rat-a-Tat goes, I think they have just so many consistently good tracks on their albums, especially their earlier works. And this is one of the more standout ones for me. I never get tired of it. Even when, eventually you memorize every portion of a song.
Yeah.
But it hits the same every single time. And it still feels like a swerve. All in all, when it comes to electronic music, this song would be the one for me. So since I wanted to be a bit diverse with it and kind of get everything sprinkled across,
everything
I
that
love
you could,
this. This is, again, going back to it. I think the first time I came across this was probably around 2018, I want to say, or 2017. And
how long have they been around?
I think this album's from like 2014. 2013. They've been around for a while, going as far back as appearing on Cuddy's album, Man on the Mood.
Is that something? Is that where kind of your love for them kind of started, or are you saying they
one of the reasons I checked them out? They were on Nightmare or Alive. Sorry, every time the moon comes.
Got it.
So they were on there initially as well.
That was a hard song too.
And
I can see the resemblance now too.
Right,
actually,
exactly.
As I hear it, yeah.
And somebody can correct me on this. I may be wrong, but I believe along with MGMT, they're also on Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh shit!
So
that's cool.
One of the so it's one of the things that encouraged me to further check their music out rather than dismiss them.
Yeah.
And
it's cool.
oftentimes with a lot of these artists, you know, the gateway drug to it is just another artist
yeah,
that you
for
really
real,
like
yeah.
and respect.
Hell
and
yeah.
you see that, and you know,
It's like, oh, that's why he worked with this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why
and
he
you're
went
like,
this
I'll
way.
check it out too. Right,
Yeah,
right,
for sure, easily. That's what's up. And
Yeah.
that's a really cool track. I definitely.
Thanks.
I was
Yeah.
digging. I was like, oh man, I never heard this for show. But damn, definitely gonna be on my playlist. When after this, I'm gonna load it
Cool.
up to my
Awesome.
other playlist. All right, cool. Ooh. Switching on over. Oh, this is your guy again, huh?
Oh, okay. Is it Beasley Sitar? Okay.
Yeah. Detsam and Gaivar.
That's some Engeng Var.
Yeah.
The way things were.
Okay.
Oh man, see the thing with this is like the intro itself is 3 minutes.
Oh, is it? So
Yeah,
let
we're
me know
going
when I
through-
should skip through, or
Holy
what
shit.
do you think? Because okay. So for all the viewers
Yeah.
that don't know, this song is a 14-minute long song.
Yes, you're in
And
for
of
a
course,
ride.
I will say this is the early front runner for the longest song on TMOH Pirate Radio.
You're gonna get challengers.
So if somebody can have another song that could beat 14 minutes and 20 seconds, try it. But I just don't think Mo could be beat. All right,
Someone's gonna bring Dawn of Valkyrie on you, bruh. The full.
This is the reason
the
why I'm
full
my top
opera.
10. But yeah, so all right, so it's a 14-minute song. How do you want to play this out?
Sure, we could talk throughout it. Let it go down a bit.
Okay,
Or let it go
so
up
give me a
bit,
heads
we
up,
talk
hands
it
up
out.
when you think
So
I can drop it.
Yeah, feel free to drop it even now because again, the intro itself is 3 minutes
3
long.
minutes. Okay,
It's
I might skip a few.
yeah,
parts.
feel
Okay,
free
we'll
to do
figure it out.
that.
All right, got you.
It's insane because, again, it's a variety of sounds throughout the album. It goes from just again harsh, abrasive, beehive, lo-fi.
If
double
y'all
kick.
ready, I'm ready for this.
Yeah,
Let's
to
go.
musical pieces inspired by classic artists, etc. It's just so many different things.
Let's go.
Let us do this.
I feel like this song and like just the intro of it, like I'm about to go into war.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
like you're about to just like 300 right here.
One of the
This is
things
the
that
last
makes
battle.
these tracks great is, so again, in Norway, it's an ice cold landscape, mountains, snow, constant cold weather,
Okay,
darkness.
okay.
A lot of Norwegian black metal builds that ambiance as well, and it's heavy on ambiance and just, in a sense, creating that feeling of loneliness, desolate, with their production at times.
Yeah, and I was already on like, yeah, I'm ready for anything right now. Like I need to play this as my alarm clock in the morning. Like,
Oh,
today's the last day. Let's get it.
The war has begun.
So like, do you know what they're saying?
Yeah, the lyrics can range from, funny enough, being somewhat satanic, although not often as it is described. But oftentimes it is about just Norwegian landscapes, literally. As funny as that also sounds, and then some sad boy shit too.
Oh, really?
Like
Okay,
so a variety of
you kinda-
satanic sad boy shit and like
just wildness and
Norwegian descriptive
musical
shit.
music.
Not nature channel shit.
So when the first time you heard this song, what did you think?
So again, the shrieking was really odd, and I could totally understand if it throws off listeners. But it's one of the many defining features for this genre compared to the growls.
For sure. Like, I mean,
death
everybody
metal.
knows. Yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah,
you
because
know.
death metal
No,
has
it's
the
not the new-
growls and shit. But
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. I loved it, honestly. Again, this is something I probably got into around like 2014, 2013 or so. Actually, prior to that, because funny enough, and I could tell you it's prior to that, because I had my daughter on in November of 2013.
Okay.
And while her mom was pregnant with her, I used to play some black metal for her. As well as Earl Sweatshirt from Odd Future.
Okay.
Well, and amongst other things to like classical music.
Of course.
So
he's just trying anything at this point. You're like, do you like this? Because I like this.
And
do you like this?
expecting parent out there, I could tell you that Norwegian black metal and Earl Sweatshirt for your kid while your wife's pregnant, play it, and you'll come out pretty good in math. That's the one thing I got out of it.
Out of this, okay. So I did the
math stats boosted. I gotta figure out some other
Gotcha. So math
stats
your
boost
math
with
stats.
Norwegian black metal and Earl Sweatshirt.
That's what's up.
But
cool.
yeah, no.
What does your daughter think about this?
I play this in the background sometimes, but I don't push it to her as much as like a Mehbooba or like Ma Baker or like.
Because if you had to sit down and listen with her, I just was kind of curious. Because she's like, what? She's 9 years old now?
She's 8, yeah, turning 9 soon. Yeah, turning 9
yeah,
in a few months, yeah.
Yeah, cool. I just got to check back in because we're at the 7-minute mark, so halfway.
All right, where we at with the sound of this? Oh, yeah. He's still on his bullshit. I think the double guitars come. You gotta wait like 10 minutes to get this shit.
Yeah, I know.
It makes you wait. It makes you exude patience, but it pays off.
It's definitely a it's definitely a progressive beat. Obviously, you start. I mean, the intro itself is 3 minutes long, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so he really just took the time to get here for sure. And the funny thing is like it's one guy.
Yeah.
This is still just one guy.
Doing it in his bedroom. Yeah.
Really, just in his bedroom.
No, he does end up recording this out of a studio. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But like first the demo was
exactly this.
Like,
absolute. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Love having you here.
Gotcha. But yeah, so this and then it kind of goes back down into basically back how the intro started.
Yeah, it slows down for a while, and then this slow grind it lasts for a bit.
I like that little the gallop, in the middle of the song. Here, let me get to it.
Yeah, let's do it.
This part right here is like, okay, I'm sold. This is right here. This is the bread and butter for me.
Yeah. This is back in the middle, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. But right after the intro.
The last 45 seconds or
45
minute?
seconds? Yeah,
2 minute, yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. So this is the intro into the last section of the musical piece.
Perfect. It drags this out for like 3 minutes prior, by the way. But wait for it. Oh, we got like what, another 45 seconds?
Oh yeah. Well, I forget that this is so long that to me this would be a normal 45 seconds like section, but yeah, we're at 2 minutes. I'll go
let's
more
go
for
1 minute 15 seconds.
All right, let's let it run out.
Let's let it run out.
We'll listen to the end of the song.
Yeah, this portion goes on for the remainder of it. But at about 45 seconds to a minute, he gives just another beautiful ass
Yeah,
piece.
I can tell now that I see it. Okay, cool.
It's so amazing, and it's like, you made me wait 13 minutes of this shit just to
13
give me
minutes.
that.
You could have.
I love it.
You could have.
Just
Say
gave it all to me
15%
2 minutes
or
and
less.
30 seconds.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? Is he just messing with us? Like, he was like, no, you're only gonna get this cool shit like later. You better wait. You're gonna wait for this.
You're gonna wait for it, and you get it.
I
for
got
so
some cool
short.
shit for
Yeah.
you, but you're gonna wait till I get here. Yeah, so I get it. I understand.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I get
it's
the
a wave,
understanding.
man. It's just so many different.
Yeah, you just have to get to like each level. You gotta get there. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
it
just gotta get
differs
through it.
portion to portion.
Yeah.
I just wanted to remind everyone out there for tomorrow's show, no ceilings or a kid named Cuddy.
Yeah.
Go out and put your votes in so
For
we
sure,
can
do
decide
that.
which one me and James are gonna do for tomorrow's show. Either way, it's gonna be.
Do we
fun.
know? Do we have a kind of a count on that?
16 kid named Cuddy, 10 no ceilings.
Ooh, 16. 16 for Cuddy.
10 for no ceilings.
Yeah.
17 and 11 now. Excuse me.
17 and 11. Woo! Well, we gotta
A kid named
get the
Cuddy's
polls
up
up.
there.
Get the polls up.
Especially with all the Cuddy news lately.
Oh yeah, especially and I
He
know.
doesn't fuck with
man.
Mike D no more.
And then also they threw stuff at him. He
Oh,
walked
yeah.
off.
Only for
Damn.
Kanye to come and perform with Lil Durk.
Everybody just ran over to the next stage.
Yeah, should be an interesting one. Either one.
All right, cool. All right. So now, as we already know, Mo did everybody a nice little justice after the nice rah rah.
Oh
rah.
yeah, yeah.
He set this up nicely for both songs to get played like that. It's called The Panties. Most Def
Oh
Brex.
yeah.
Let's get it.
I just want you to relax, ease into it. Baby, slow down, just take your time. You and me gonna be here for a while, okay? Baby, don't rush, just take your time. You and me gonna be here for a while, okay? I got so much that I want to do. I just wanna be close to you, okay? I got so much that I want to do, but I can show you better than I can say. Don't wanna be nowhere but here, nowhere in this atmosphere, stratosphere, ionosphere. Ain't no sphere that's bright like hair. Don't wanna be nowhere but here, nowhere in this atmosphere. I'm good where I am. Baby, slow down, take your time. You and me gon' be here for a while, okay? Hey, I got so much that I want to do, but I can show you better than I can say. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you.
Like, I think it's really cool how your playlist is set up to where it's like you give us a whole bunch of like sugar as like kids. You give us all the sugar, everything, all the sugar. Red Bulls, you name it. C4. A couple hits of a Jewel Pod. And then you're like, now go to sleep. Lay down on this pillow. Enjoy this. Enjoy this soothing, calming, relaxing music. I don't know how good you would be as a DJ because you might
Terrible. Terrible.
Great song selection, different variety, but yeah, man, you have people like, oh my God, what's going on? My heart. But yeah, so what is it about about this one that is this major top 10?
So yeah, Mos Def is my favorite rapper of all time.
Mos Def.
Yeah, as far as just lyricism goes.
Real quick though,
yeah.
just for everybody to know, Mo has the greatest collection of CDs ever known to man. You recently started doing vinyls a little bit,
I
a little
have
bit
a few
here and there, a
vinyl
little
as
bit
well
vinyl
now.
as well
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So when do you think this kind of collection started?
Yeah, absolutely. So the collection itself, I remember. Funny enough, it began with Eminem's Eminem show.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was the one you're like, is that your first CD you ever bought?
Nah, my first CD ever bought was a Backstreet Boys album, the first one.
No way.
Yeah, I had the first Backstreet Boys album
all
and
of these
Millennium.
things, the first thing was a Backstreet Boys album.
Yep.
See, look at
and my third CD was the Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace soundtrack.
Really?
The score.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
See? But that's just cool because you kind of like. So I would, the reason why pirate radio is because I truly appreciate those old DJs that would literally do whatever it took to go find songs or find albums and
crate
digging. Like, oh my God, like I watched a documentary, quick little backstory about the history of DJing, and I kind of went through this whole rabbit hole of just what they did, how they did it, people that were just, disc jockeys, not necessarily actual DJs, but so I just truly always want to pay homage to them, and you were a type of person that did that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you always like, let me go find this guy that I just randomly I remember we'd take trips to
Rasputin
music,
music,
and be like, come with me real quick, I just gotta go get this album. I'm like, who is it? He's like, I don't know, but we're just
we're
gonna get it anyways. I just heard it might be really cool.
I've dragged a few of you out there with me to these record stores.
But that's what I'm saying, so that's really cool. I'm glad that you kind of introduced it. But the Backstreet Boys, that's
I love them.
Would have never known. But yeah, so Mos Def's your favorite. Started off with your collection started.
Sure, yeah. I might have had like the Slim Shady LP and Marshall Mathers LP around the same time too. But I remember I picked up Eminem show. I think it was like June 4th, 2002, the day it was released. My mom, I was like 13 or so. Yeah, and my mom drove me to the Warehouse Music right across the street from Dianza. And it's like the first CD I ever picked up on release date, and that's when it kind of took off, and the addiction kicked off. I'm like, no, I want more.
Quick question, because it kind of brought me up, because Dr. T was talking about last week that his mom would like break his CDs because they heard like the bad content or whatever, right?
Yes.
Was your parents kind of in that situation, or they kind of let you kind of pick what you like?
No, it would be a similar situation. They wouldn't break my CDs, but if they heard an explicit word in one of the albums, I would, out of shame, skip it really quick, and they would understand that I kind of am aware of what's happening, and they would kind of let it slide, but they would also give me a look about it. So they never gave me a green light, but I think they appreciate the fact that I wouldn't play in front of them.
Because you're learning who you are and stuff like that too. That's,
absolutely.
So there's two different ways of approaching it. I mean, for me, it's like when everybody was talking about WAP. When WAP came out. You know what I'm saying? Same situation. I was like, and then you go back to songs that we were listening to, and it's like, we were listening to bad songs too. Like, literally, a lot of songs are necessarily not always meant for kids to be, kids' ear, but as you become a preteen or whatever, you're gonna listen to music, or people you have an older brother that's already like 18, 19, they could necessarily listen to whatever they want. So you're kind of listening to their stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, bad words.
There was a lot of that in your household.
Where for sure. For sure. My brother was into rock and roll. Actually, they were both kind of into rock. I never really had. Actually, he's watching. If he's still watching, it was actually Chris that actually introduced me into hip hop, and that was the first kind of thing, because we were gonna go to a school dance, and he was like, "Nah, man, you need to know how to dance, dude. Gotta know how to dance, dog. Like that we gotta learn how to dance." And like, so I always tell the story to most people is like, he taught me how to. As bad as it's gonna sound like, but like no, I'm just in this. I always have to be like he taught me how to freak dance in a sense.
Sure,
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like, no, he didn't teach me how to freak dance. But he
Yeah,
teach me how to
know.
freak dance.
I get you.
But yeah, but it was funny. He was like, nah, we could practice on like, and I think what we grabbed was like a laundry
basket.
container,
Oh,
basket. There you go, a laundry basket, and we kind of like, yeah, man.
They're gonna be flat
move your
anyways,
hips
dog.
like
Just
this.
grab the laundry
Yeah,
basket.
they're gonna be flat anyways. He's like, yeah, man, you're gonna move your hips like that. And then I was like, all right, cool, yeah, be hip hop. You know, it's like for me, I was never hip hop anything, but for the most part, it's like, you know, you guys introduced me to that whole wave and stuff like that, and
You guys
so I
remember
was
what you practiced to, Chris?
Oh yeah, for sure. The first ones that we kind of did, of course, it was like he told me the basics. It was a Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, sick.
Tribe Called Quest, and
Yeah.
it was because like at that time his older brother Ace was like he was about 19, 20, and you know what I'm saying, like he was showing all us the cool stuff. He would
Yeah.
take us to go play basketball and like just doing everything that he was kind of doing. And but for the most part, yeah, that was my introduction to hip hop. My parents always did, you know, Latin music. They loved the oldies, all the great oldies. Yeah, I never really had a restriction on music because they already knew my brother was probably going to show me something that I probably
Right.
wasn't going to listen to anyway. So they kind of let music be music.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
what it
cool.
ultimately is.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, cool. The next one we got. This one was actually an anticipated song that.
Before you do that, the poll went crazy.
Poll went crazy.
Currently, No Ceilings 120.
What? How?
Kid Cudi 102. So you could use your points.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. So now we have a closer race, but yeah. Come on.
Let's get it.
Again, Timo is polling for Kid Cudi. So, but yeah, we're gonna keep it going. Yeah. So the next one.
Chaya.
Chaya. Yeah. Like I was saying, Shaitan was like intrigued to hear your little story behind this one. So
sure,
let's get it going. Another. Oh, that's another long song. Should I?
Nah,
intro?
the entire thing. Nah, you can let it run.
Let it run.
चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 सारे इश्क की छाँव चल छैया छैया सारे इश्क की छाँव चल छैया पाँव जन्नत चले चल छैया छैया पाँव जन्नत चले चल छैया चल छैया 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 वो यार है जो खुशबू की तरह जिसकी जुबां उर्दू की तरह मेरी शाम रात मेरी कायनात वो यार मेरा सैया सैया चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 चल छैया 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 छैया
That was actually a surprise right there when they came in with the guitar. I was like, okay. So is this also from another movie?
It is, yeah. It's from the movie They'll Say. It's this 1997 film, and yeah, it's amazing. The music video for it is amazing. It's on top of a train.
Oh, really?
there's so much
Yeah,
talk about.
that's cool.
But hold up, let this part play because it's amazing.
होश कभी इतराए कहीं महके तो नजर आ जाए कहीं
This part's nuts. I love that part. So yeah, 97 movie called Dil Se. The composer behind it is this amazing composer that does a lot of music for Indian cinema called, his name is A.R. Rahman.
Mhm.
And
he's probably super duper famous.
He
He's the
is,
guy.
yeah. He's very well respected as far as composers go. And then the lyricist, the poet behind this, his name is Gulzar, and he's an amazing poet. Like
Interesting. So they got together and actually made a whole.
Right, and then they also have a playback singer. So the process for a lot of these would be, you got the composer, you got the poet, lyricist, whatever,
Yeah.
and then you got the playback singer, and then the movie itself has the actor.
Got it.
Doing it, and again, the video for itself, it's so amazing. It's on top of a train. It's beautifully choreographed. But I remember we touched on the lyrics of Mehbooba earlier, and I had told you, like, beyond knowing, just it's a jolly song.
Yeah.
I don't know much beyond it, but as far as this goes, yeah, I've got like every portion of what each lyric translates to just memorize by heart. Yeah,
yeah.
But that actually, because yeah. I can't sing the song enough. Beautiful lyrics. Beautiful lyrics.
It has another little good gallop in the background too. You know what I'm saying? Kind of has that going. So, so this reminds you of just.
Yeah. So we used to play this in my household a lot around like circa like 99 as well. I know the movie itself came out like I believe 97 as I said, but I just recall it as far back as then. And I've loved it since, and it's something that it's one of those tracks I do play.
There you go.
And she loves it too. She knows every rhythm and portion by
that's
heart.
Dope.
Kind of has the choreography locked down according to the music video. It's cute seeing
Yeah,
it.
there you go. That's dope. That's dope. Oh, actually, this kind of asks, I want you to kind of share the story. You were kind of sharing the story to me the other day. That we were at your house and we were about to. I think we were just about to go out, and then I seen that you had a new TV. And then I was like, "Oh, cool, bro! You got a nice little TV here." I was like, "Where'd you get it? How'd you get it?" So I wanted you to tell the little story of your glory day.
When I peaked
where you
in
peaked in life. This is where you peaked.
This is where
he peaked in life. 100%.
I was at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk with Sophie, my daughter, and we had just hit up the beach and gone on a few rides and such. And there is a
carnival game.
Yeah,
carnival game.
Along the boardwalk where you have to hold on to a metal bar and hang from it for 150 seconds. Basically,
yes, 150 seconds.
150 seconds, and if you do so, you win a 32-inch TV. So, I had figured I could do it. I go bouldering quite frequently over at Studio in downtown San Jose.
Yeah.
Cool place. So you and I have gone together
you
a
took
couple
me there.
times
Pretty
too.
dope.
Yeah,
I liked it.
And so I felt a bit confident doing it. So as I went up there to give it a try, you have to give $20, and if you can't make it, you lose the $20 bucks. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's
a
like,
bum,
yo,
it's
if
a
you
bet.
really attempt this, like you don't really have to pull it off, but it's a good attempt. You know, they're gonna be like, all right, well, at least we got $20 for this guy trying to attempt the TV.
Yeah. So I was there, and long story short, I was able to make it. I hit that 150 seconds, and it was interesting because initially I didn't even think much of it as I'm hanging there. Then at probably around like the 45-second mark, 50-second mark, I start counting down in my head because it's starting to kick in. So
And
I'm
then
like,
what you were saying, that people started to fill in a little
oh
bit.
yeah,
And
so we
watch
started
you
having a
as
little
you got a
crowd
little
around
closer.
us,
Yeah.
and people are watching, and everyone's just cheering on as it's happening. And then I look at the lady that was handling the booth there, and I'm like, how much time is left? And she tells me there's about 10 seconds left. I was at 140. So as it's approaching,
So how close are you like dropping? Like when
it
at what
was
moment were you kind of?
it was legitimately hurting.
I was about to say, okay, so what moment where it was like, yo, I should probably let go right now, but like everybody's watching, and then my kid is right here, and there's people cheering you on.
She's about to
Everybody's
walk away and
clapping.
say, I have no father. She's watching. Everyone's watching. I don't want to
cheering on. Exactly. So realistically, you probably would have dropped at what point?
It
100
sucks because when you're not in the situation where you need it, I would have dropped like at 60 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. So realistically, for a regular person not in that like, oh my god, adrenaline rush.
No, yeah,
60 seconds.
No, I mean, real like. It started hurting at about, no joke, probably about 90 seconds.
90 seconds, okay.
So
I
like
was about to say,
around then,
tough.
around the 90-second mark, I have like another 60 seconds left.
Sheesh. That's
yeah,
quite some time.
I'm like literally running through things in my head and reassuring myself that, this too shall pass.
so you're just sitting there and you're just like, okay, or hanging there.
Yeah.
Hanging there, you're about like, oh my god, it's burning, everything's ripping, like triceps, arms,
Absolutely.
forearms were the first thing to go, or was it your grip? Because you
It
did
was
tell
my
me.
grip.
So
you can't readjust.
You can't readjust.
My hands were just slowly slipping down.
Oh,
yeah.
so you're just hanging off. Just now you're
yeah,
just like,
and you
no
can't
thumbs.
readjust. So I think I still I think I still had my thumbs, to be fair, but not.
Okay.
It
Wait,
was very
you're like-
loose. I'm really feeling it being pulled from my upper
Cool.
fingertips.
And then everybody cheers.
Yeah,
you fall
so funny
down.
enough, the girl running it just looks at me, so like, you're good. Just casually.
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And I just drop, and then everyone starts cheering. This little kid tells me, "You did it, man!"
Just like, I can see it as like a movie, you know. Like, it's like I can see a kid pointing at you, like, you did that.
Yeah, it was
You
pretty
did that.
euphoric, and
It
it felt
is,
kind of
isn't it?
cool. Just it was a 32-inch Westinghouse Roku TV, so it's pretty cool just carrying that stuff around the boardwalk.
Your whole arms are still like hurting from the thing. You're gonna carry the 32 thing around for all the rest of the day. You're like,
luckily it
oh,
was a
shit.
light TV, but
Okay,
yeah, it
that's
was.
what's up. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we
Thanks,
all the
yeah, it
viewers
was
got
pretty
that
fun.
out. You peaked in life right there.
Yeah,
that's
was
what it feels like. And I
man.
was like, yeah, that's what it feels like to win any type of championship. I don't care what anybody says. That was it. That was the moment, and you did it, my dude.
Thank you, man.
Congrats
Thank you.
to
Yeah.
you. Next one we have. This is number 9, actually. And I will just, let this one run. And, of course, R.I.P.
Metal Face 2.
I got an update on the fucking.
Oh, before R.I.P.
The poll.
The poll update.
So currently, No Ceilings has 991 votes.
991 votes.
And Kid Named Cudi has actually 791.
791 votes, okay.
Wow.
And then Kid Named Cudi has 724.
Ooh.
No ceilings.
Dang, it just switched on over on that. I was
End of the
trying to
episode.
end of the episode.
End of the episode, it's decided.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright.
Cool. All right, here we go. R.I.P. to my MF Doom.
Metal
R.I.P.
Face 2.
Doom.
Operation Doomsday.
By the way, I re-up on bad dreams, back up screams in 50s, be up on mad schemes that heat shop like Jiffy. In an instant, get smoked like Winston cigarettes. Hoes get ripped off like Nicorette. In real life, the real tripe scene might snatch your life like assault machine. Rifle, net up, set up like bullfight. Be blooded how will I couldn't white or in full flight. The unemotional, call me antisocial. On the run off the gun, death tally commercial. Death Valley is like rehearsal to the streets, to my peeps. GM, MF on the beat, rhymes. It's chosen like the weapons of war. So keep from stepping on my floor or delivery front door. I bring it to y'all motherfuckers, master yours. My disaster cause hell in gas drawers. The super villain cooler than a million. I'll be chillin', still quick to slice squares like Sicilians. Don't make me have to hurt them feelings. I'll ruin you in the dirt that I be doing in my dealings. Sending spirits through the ceiling, chrome peeling, dome blown. Within the comforts of your own home. Grown, big, wheeling and high rolling. I hold and lie, keep the style on my eyes swollen. Holding and folding a pal. Known as massive versatile. I like to big them up, Monster Al. I saw you in hell with them gas drawers. To my brother sub rockin' black Jew, I crack brew for 2 more free men, 2 up. I hit the brew up like nobody knows how extra unseen feels when giving crews a brush with death like between meals. 2 times a day with brothers that's tight like a noose. With more rhymes than use than Dr. Seuss, a motherfucking mother goose. Extra suspicious flirter, whoever hook or hurt her. Next to malicious murder, track type vicious. Fulfilling the pipe wishes, the missions may be legal. Minus the baby eagle, any given summer's eve, don't breathe. 16 shots, I do believe, and 1 up the sleeve.
All right, so MF Doom.
Glass and plastic jaw like federal drastic law. Fed up from fighting secret war with them fantastic four. Versus Doom with the metal face. Before it go to state, the whole better settle case. The flow is at pedal pace, steady like tricycles. Beware all suckers, it's froze like icicles. Bag 'em up and bagging bitches like nickels, cause I lick them where they tickle. Before I hit the clip though, I'ma spit.
God, we good. I just needed that out there. That portion. Oh man, yeah.
Perfect. So, what's your little backstory with MF Doom?
Sure. Doom is one of those artists that going back to going to record stores and just literally going through the CD aisle, Rhapsody to Rhapsody to
And
Rhapsody.
just randomly, did you like the cover, or you already kind of knew about him?
So initially, a lot of things starts with hearing them on other things again, and I think two of my earliest exposures to Doom was him on De La Soul's Rock Cocaine Flow, which is another amazing track and worthy of even having made this list. But and I believe on Talib Kweli's Right About Now mixtape, I forgot what track it was called, but that was one of the few instances that I had heard Doom of. And then Madlib, conversely, also I had first initially been exposed to through Talib Kweli, because they did a collab album together called Liberation. So one of the first Doom albums I picked up was Mad Villainy, which was a collab between him and Madlib. And it's such an amazing album that it just led me down the Doom rabbit
you were like, oh, I gotta get everything he's done.
Yes.
And then what's the thing with the
mask? Yeah,
is that
so
just his thing?
it is his thing in a sense, but so he began in a group with his brother and a friend called KMD.
Okay.
In the 90s, they had a deal with Elektra. After dropping an album, the deal began going sour, and Elektra wasn't putting out their second album. Around this time, his brother, whose name's Sub Brock, and he's actually referenced to in this track as well, is ran over and killed while crossing like a freeway intersection. I don't think it's a freeway, just some sort of probably
just probably like
yeah, somewhere
like Montague,
exactly,
like,
expressway. So at that point, around the same time, Elektra completely drops Doom's group KMD. So you can actually see him maskless back in his Zeb Love X days via these KMD videos. So anyways, after that, he just disappears. He then starts showing up again in New York clubs and such with a stocking over his face and begins rapping again.
Got it.
As a way to, like, I guess, deal with his pain, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That was
absolutely.
Just his thing. Yeah.
And then the stocking slowly evolved into, I believe that's a... It is a regular Doom from Fantastic Four mask. The initial one was. His later incarnations of the mask become something of his own design.
Oh, okay.
But around this time, which is 98, Operation Doomsday, it's a literal Dr. Doom mask.
Dr. Doom
yeah.
mask.
But yeah, it eventually became the gimmick. You know?
Cool. I was saying this pre-show. The only reason why I know MF Doom is because you introduced me to MF Doom. You know what I'm saying? It's probably one of the times we actually went to Rasputin and we ended up getting an album, because I was like, oh, there was another one. Oh, Run the Jewels.
Run the Jewels.
If there's another one that you kind of that I enjoyed a lot was Run the Jewels.
Yeah,
that was it. And there's two. There's two of them. It's
Killer Mike and LP.
Killer Mike,
yeah.
Exactly. I was like,
one of the artists I really want to see live.
Who?
Run the Jewels.
Run the Jewels. You know what?
They've been around here so much yet I haven't caught them at all.
Yeah, really interesting. I would think that would be the easiest one, because they have actually came out here plenty of times.
Yeah, they have. Right, yeah.
All right, cool,
RTJ.
man. So MF Doom, R.I.P. This was track number 9. We're getting into the last track here. Before we get into the last track, is there anything that you kind of feel like from your top 10 that we've kind of gone through and shared? What do you think? I mean, we already talked about the Gallop, kind of the other thing. Like, these are all the songs that kind of get you going, get you know who you are. Was there one that was not gonna make the list but ended up making the list, like, or these ones are like,
for my Doom track, I wanted representation for Doom. I was debating between this and Accordion.
Okay,
from the Mad Villainy album.
Got it.
It was a hard one.
But but this
yeah,
was
but you know how music is. You know, one moment you feel one way. the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
the
you're
other.
quick and you're like,
But
ah.
when it comes to again longevity and just standing the test of time, those two definitely did. I guess just at this moment, Gas Straws made the list.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so number 10.
This one's beautiful.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
So this is by Radiohead. Everything in its right place. Is this kind of like the last song that you wanted to put on there for sure? That you kind of just felt like everything in its right place?
You know,
like, it's like, as cliche as
yeah,
that could be, but
yeah,
this was
no,
your,
it felt right. But I mean, you know, I don't want to say I deal with anxiety because there are people who really deal with anxiety.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know, whatever the hell it is, it's just that I don't want to call it OCD either because there's people that really deal with OCD.
Yeah. And we
So
were
I don't
kind of
wanna,
talking about
like,
this on Painter Game too. It's like, you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I
You
don't
don't
wanna
want
ever
to necessarily, put yourself in that, community, but necessarily just, things that you feel that you have and stuff like that.
Right, and I think it's just a beautiful reflection of that, especially like just knowing the type of music Radiohead makes, who Tom York is, all of that. It just, again, it's warmth and company in a sense, knowing that there's others that are dealing with this.
Yeah, it's for sure.
It's just, it's
you're not you're not the only person, right?
Yeah,
you're not too special. You're not so special. You're like, this is kind of just like what humans necessarily go through. Every human has their own path and they do whatever, as it comes as it goes. But
just that need for perfection,
Yeah, no, for sure, exactly.
Yeah.
It's always trying to, that's one thing that I was kind of going through in the sense of kind of finding correlation of like, why do people always want more necessarily? Are we just greedy people, or what I'm saying? Is that just human nature? Is that like we always want to think that the next thing across the other side is actually better than what I have now? You know what I'm saying? So
right.
But that's kind of thing.
That's more.
Exactly, and that's kind of the thing of like, why these top 10s were created. TMOH Pirate Radio is like the correlation of all of that, of human life and stuff like that, through music. And again, like literally a lot of people, everybody who's done their top 10, they got it's like a blanket. It's like a blanket song that's like, oh man, if I ever play this song, it helps me just soothe all of these crazy emotions. So it's like you kind of start centering yourself in a sense of like that. You're letting emotion get you this way, the OCD or the anxiety or whatever. You know, you could put a label to it.
You should be my psychiatrist.
No, I'm just Timo.
Timo.
I'll talk to you through music. I can soothe you through music, man.
The
I'll talk to you.
captain.
There you go, exactly, Captain Timo for sure. But yeah, but basically, you know, and that's why also too that top 10 of like when I do the top 10 party is gonna be super cool because you're gonna see so many diverse and different songs, and you know, it could be different languages and stuff like that, but there's always something about music that kind of just resonates of how we all use it to center ourselves. And it could be the frequencies, it could be a certain type of high note in a certain place, or just whatever it could be, because you know what I'm saying, like you got some, you know, dark metal in here, and that's also something that kind of helps you remember like where you came from, even though how crazy and, you know, wild it gets. It's necessarily like, nah, this centers me though, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely, yeah. Familiarity is such a great thing, you know, and a lot, again, music is something that you build familiarity with, and it's a comfort food for the mind.
Yeah, comfort food for the mind. Yeah, exactly. And the soul, everything that it touches, you know, there's just everything that it literally, it moves you, it can make you cry. Like music is just, it's damn near everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people also talk about everything that they're going through music, you know what I'm saying? There's an outlet. It's an outlet. It's something that you let into yourself in a way of like helping and, you know, projecting. But
right, no,
yeah,
absolutely.
no, it's pretty cool. And then, so where did you find everything in the right place, and what was it about it?
It's off of Kid A's. It's off of Radiohead's album Kid A. It's one of their popular ones, and it's just a great album overall. I'm not sure if it would be my favorite album of theirs. It may be, but just overall, it's an amazing one. And this was one of the many tracks that just really stood out to me when I first gave it a listen, and it just stuck with me ever since.
Yeah,
it's probably around like
pretty nice.
Circa like the 2010s.
That's cool though,
Yeah.
and it kind of is like not a lot going on, but necessarily you're really able to tap into the song as well
it's
too.
a very relaxing one.
All right, man. So that was your top 10.
Yes, sir.
Top 10. Everything in its right place is the last one. But today, in the way that you have presented this to me, and thank you for being here with
Thank
me
you for having
on
me.
the Fantastic Voyage, Timo's Pirate Radio. A quick little sneak peek into next week. I'll have Cam Crazy, I think is Cam Crazy. Cam Crazy will be here, coming from his area. He will be presenting his top 10, so that's going to be another amazing episode.
And also tomorrow on
good. Yeah.
The book club will be doing No Ceilings.
Oh, is that the final? Did we get the final?
Yes, sir.
Is that the final tally? We're going No Ceilings.
The final tally is a kid named Cuddy 729. No Ceilings 853.
853. Okay, so it's all right. So cool. So we now we know what album we're going through. Yeah, and then
excited for that.
Yeah, that's gonna
Lots
be
to talk
great
about.
on the book club. James Levine will also be here.
Yes, sir.
So this one will be your exit song. This is it. I will let you give a little background story. Why is this your exit song?
Sure. I know I mentioned, you know, Mos Def being my favorite rapper, etc. And just the mass talent that like we just went through in these 10 tracks. But my favorite musical artist, not necessarily rapper, not necessarily this, that, just overall musical artist, has to be Kanye. And this, and shout outs to Danny, because he played Streetlights for you, which funny enough, this and Streetlights are my favorite tracks.
Ooh,
and,
okay, yeah.
It was a close call as well, and it very well could have been another
Either way.
Streetlights. Every pirate radio,
yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
true, though.
this one just resonates with me more, and I thought it would be perfect because this was originally a bonus track on Late Registration.
Okay, yeah.
And I thought it'd be kind of funny if this was also a bonus track out of the 10 that we just had. It's an
for
amazing
sure.
track. The sample, the way he flipped it is insane. It's classic Kanye bars. It's just the perfect, you know, way to end things off, in my opinion.
All right, cool, man. Well, once again, my name is Captain Timo. I'm gonna start saying that more often.
Captain
actually,
Timo, I like that.
Yeah, Captain Timo seems cool. But Timo, Mo, I'm gonna let this play out. Love y'all. Thank y'all for being in the chat. Shout out
Thank you,
everybody.
everyone.
Hooligan, Chris, Dimster, Sarah, of course. We do need an emote for Sarah. If I forget anybody, I'm sorry. I love y'all. Please. 50?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He emptied his account for no ceilings.
50 did? Well, at least you got some BSP somewhere. Anyways, so like I said, thank y'all. I will be back next Wednesday, and we will have Camp Crazy. This is us over, and peace.
I be late for that, baby. I wait for that. If you had a taste of that, you probably pay for that. I'm coming in when I feel like to turn this mouth up only if it feels right. I'll be late for that. I can't wait for that. I think I was made for that. So I'm coming in when I feel like to turn this mouth up only if it feels right. Stop all your blood clot crying. I was flying, made it to school with barely enough time to sign in. Yeah, I hear the alarm. Yeah, I hear your mom. Yeah, I don't wanna be broke when I'm 31. They said the best classes go to the fastest. Sorry, Mr. West is no good classes, and that's what your get. Not even electives, not even breakfast? You mean I missed my major by a couple of seconds? Now I'm in the shop class or the basket weaving with all the rest of them off underachieving. Man, this is an insult. I went to junior high with all of them and they been slow. If I can catch the beat then slow down the tempo. Just throw this at the end if I'm too late for the intro. Well, I make it from the student loans to a benzo. Like old folks, I guess it all depends. Oh. Stop your crying, baby. I'll be late for that, baby. I wait for that. If you had a taste of that, you probably pay for that. I'm coming in when I feel like to turn this mouth up only if it feels right. I'll be late for that. I can't wait for that. I think I was made for that. So I'm coming in when I feel like to turn this mouth up only if it feels right. You know when you be late, you miss all the lights. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And when you get back, she gon' start up a fight. That night. That night, baby, it's too late for that. Lately I've been taking it slow, trying to make it to the party for the guest list closed with the freshest. The professors know we about to get real. I'm professional, like them Eskimos. What would you do for a Klondike or two that look Christina Milian like? I'll be on time for that. I ain't thought of no line that could rhyme with that. Yo, I'll be there in 5 minutes. 5 hours later, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Go ahead, ride with it. I'm so live with it. Look how I did it. Been bullshit, but I finally arrived with it. I know it's late and I took all year, but you can stop complaining cause I'm finally here. Yeah.